Hello and welcome back to another exciting edition of Sports Updates Ghana. Coming up in today's edition, Coach Mariano Barreto's future hangs in the hands of Kotoko CEO Nanaya Aponsa. We'll be telling you about that. And 3 players are set to leave Kumasi Asante Kotoko, whilst Hearts of Oak's Daniel Afriyie Barnieh has been handed a brand new car. We'll be telling you about that. And well, Hearts of Oak have arrested a man for illegally producing Hearts of Oak shirts. All this and more coming up, so stick and stay. Go nowhere, subscribe to the channel, like, share, leave a comment, and boom, let's get straight off into action, because Asante Kotoko head coach Mariano Barreto's future rests in the hands of the club's management. Board member Kwejo Boateng has revealed. Mariano Barreto, who was brought on board prior to the start of the second round of the season, has failed to help the team reach their targets. The former Black Stars coach took over at a time when Kotoko were top of the league. Eventually, he has surrendered his top position to Hearts of Oak, who have clinched the league title with a game to spare. Assessments of the Portuguese gaffer has begun in earnest, with opinions divided on whether he is allowed to continue his job or he is fired for failing to deliver the league title. Well, in an interview with Peace FM, Kwejo Boateng, who speaks for Asante Kotoko board, said they won't rush into any decision now. He went on further to state that any decision taken on the coach will be the perspective of management. He said, and I quote, "There are certain matters that are reserved for management. I will plead we'll let this remain as it is now," Boateng is said to have quoted. Well, for Mariano Barreto, I think he has done a yeoman's job, but he could have done better by helping Kotoko win the Ghana Premier League, because Coach Maxwell Konedu raised the pedestal. He was on top of the league before the league was truncated. Even prior to the start of this new season, he was on top of the Ghana Premier League, and he had a good record. He had lost only 3 games, and Kotoko decided to let him go, sack him. They gave him the sack, and now they lost the trophy and they are blaming the coach. Well, black coach can do better. And now let's do some more now, but still staying with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And the Ghana Premier League Giants are said to lose 5 players before the start of the 2021-2022 Ghana Premier League season. According to a report, Felix Annan, Abdul Ganiyu and Wahab Adams are all set to leave the club. Striker Naby Keita and winger Augustine Okra are all part of the players who will depart from the club before the start of next season. Felix Annan, who is the captain of the side, has endured a torrid start to the season at the club, with his contract set to expire at the end of the season. The 26-year-old joined the Porcupine Warriors from West African Football Academy WAFA in 2011. He rose on to become the first choice goalkeeper of the club and was relegated to the bench following the appointment of Maxwell Konedu, and has not been able to reclaim his position under coach Mariano Barreto. Barreto seems to have settled for Razak Abalora and Kwame Ba as his first choice goalkeepers. Well, Felix Annan was named the club's captain in 2018 following the exit of Amos Frimpong. He was a member of the Black Stars team that represented Ghana at the 2019 AFCON tournament in Egypt. For striker Naby Keita, he is also expected to leave the club following his uninspiring performance at the club since his acquisition in October 2018. Keita has been struggling for a place in the team under the club's new head coach Mariano Barreto, with just a game to spare for the end of the season. Defender Wahab Adams is also expected to leave the club at the end of the season. The management of Kotoko have decided not to renew the contract of the former Indiana Stars defender. Adams is one of the players who has not made a number of appearances for the club this season and will not be considered to be part of Asante Kotoko's campaign next season. For winger Augustine Okra, who had an incredible campaign earlier this season, he has decided not to extend his stay at the club after this term. His contract with Asante Kotoko will be expiring in December. He has seen less playing time at the club under coach Mariano Barreto and has finally taken the decision to part ways with the club after the end of his contract. And finally, One player who has been a kingpin at the back line of the club is Ismail Abdul Ganiyu. He's also set to part ways with the club at the end of the season. The lanky central back will become a free player at the end of this month. Abdul Ganiyu and his representatives have kicked against the club's contract extension following amid interest from 3 European clubs. He is touted as one of the highly rated guardsmen in the local scene. The stellar performance in the Ghana Premier League has earned him a place in the senior national team of Ghana. Well, Asante Kotoko will host Elmina Sharks in their final game of the season at the Obuasi Lenkle Stadium on Sunday as the Ghana Premier League comes to an end. Well, sad news for Asante Kotoko losing these 5 players, especially Ismail Ganiyu and Augustine Okra, as well as Felix Annan, who are going to depart from the club. What I can say is that Kotoko has not done a yeoman's job with Augustine Okra and Felix Annan always being at the bench, but for Ismail Ganiyu, he deserves it. He's getting interest from clubs abroad. Well, hopefully he moves abroad, but I would wish that he could stay so that maybe he could be sold for $3 million or $1 million for the less. Well, but before we do some more, do well to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. And now, Accra Hearts of Oak forward Daniel Afriyie Barnieh has been gifted a brand new car by his manager Alhaji Malik for helping the Phobians to win the 2020-2021 Ghana Premier League. Afriyie Barnieh, who guided the under-20 national team to clinch the African Cup of Nations in March, has been a key man for the Phobians this season, helping the club to win the Ghana Premier League for the first time since 2009. He has scored 3 goals and provided 4 assists in 21 games, with his goals contributing most points for the club. Hearts of Oak won the league last weekend after sharing the spoils with Liberty Professionals, while their contenders Kotoko lost 2-1 to Bechem United. Afriyie Barnieh has been awarded with a Honda Velostar 2013 car model by the owner of Pacific Oil after an explosive performance under coach Samuel Boadu. He endured a difficult first round under coach Costa Papich and coach Neil Odum until the appointment of coach Samuel Boadu. Yes, so good news for Afriyie Barnieh over there, getting a new car. He deserves it. He's worked hard, and well, we wish him the best in the coming season. Hopefully he stays for Hearts of Oak's CAF club competitions in the season. But moving on, Accra Hearts of Oak have confirmed the arrest of a young man caught using the club logo without their approval. The culprit, according to Hearts of Oak, was caught printing a copy of the victory shirts for sale without any authorization. Accra Hearts of Oak, after being declared champions of the 2020-2021 Ghana Premier League season on Sunday, July 11, 2021, following a 1-1 draw with Liberty Professionals, announced the victory shirts are available for fans at the Secretariat for 40 cedis. The gentleman in question took advantage of this to make sales for himself at the expense of the club, but has been arrested by the police. The club has, however, issued a warning to persons who are involved in this illegal act to desist from it, as they will be made to face the full wrath of the law when caught. In a tweet, the club said, "We apprehended a culprit who was illegally involved in the printing of victory shirts for sale. We are hereby this press release warning the public to desist from illegally using the club's logo," Accra Hearts of Oak said in their post on Twitter. Well, for me, I don't think this is a good idea for people to go ahead and make returns from Hearts of Oak's trophy, because Charlie, the money that they give the club crap, bunch. You're giving Hearts of Oak 250,000 for winning the Ghana Premier League, whilst they made about 450,000 cedis during last season's Ghana Premier League game against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. It's very absurd. So I will encourage everyone to let Accra Hearts of Oak make the most money from this league triumph. Well, That's it for today's edition of Sports Update Ghana. Do want to subscribe to the channel, like, share, and don't forget to leave a comment. Peace out.